Hey guys, if you like the content, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to receive the latest update on my new videos.
Hey, what's up everyone, it's KZ Fox here. Today we're gonna have a Flash video. I'm just trying to do as many videos as possible before I leave for Vietnam to play in AWC this time. So I hope you guys going to enjoy this Flash gameplay. He's very strong in the current patch. Flash, he's a A-tier hero. He can do some insane damage to the enemy backline, just like I said before. And when I play Flash, I tend to play very aggressively, and right now I think Sprint is just better than Flicker on Flash in the current patch because Sprint has 20 seconds less cooldown than Flicker, so that means you can use it more often, which also means that you can position yourself better and it lasts longer. It lasts for 10 seconds. You can see me popping Flash right here because I saw them was fighting at top, trading at top, so I just popped my Sprint and then got over there and got first blood that easy. And Tulin is still mid at this point. Our Nacroth is in their jungle trying to do their red buff, even though the enemy Chuckner saw our red buff untouched, he can't really do anything about it because their jungler is still trying to clear blue side. So after that, because our jungler is still their red, so my job as a mid lane, your job as a mid lane is to protect your red so the enemy doesn't take it. So you play towards the bottom side of it. When they come over, you can just help your team as soon as possible. And we just poked Telenas out there in the bot, and she has Flicker this game, which means after she used Flicker pretty much every time, I'm just going to jump on her. EDC without Flicker, it's pretty much an easy kill for me if I have my ultimate. And I think right now, since my last Flash video where I explained the bug of Flash, I think they have fixed the bug. It was a visual bug. Right now I think it's already fixed. I'm not sure, but when I was watching other people's stream or gameplays, I don't notice it anymore. And over here, because we poked out Telenas at the bot, so this should be a free dragon for us. So with Flash, you always want to be moving just like how he plays Superman, because his passive is going to be very good for early game damage. And over here you can see me just cycle 3 people. I know that their jungle will have the passive, so he can still be up at the moment. And you can see me popping Sprint right here again, and they cannot chase me at all. Our Crash tried to go in, and I tried to finish off the kill onto the tail because I didn't see Zuka using ultimate, even though he's 4. So you can never trust your teammate when you go solo kill, pretty much. So you just want to make sure you get the kill and your teammate doesn't miss it. I could have jumped onto other people, but that's fine. So after taking Dragon, we're gonna go back to mid, and just. Right now, we can clear the wave and then try to pressure side lane because Tulin is not in mid. This is the best time for you to clear. There will be no contest in mid. He is trying to pressure bottom. After that, we're just gonna go bottom because we have our ultimate ready. And we see Tulin backing here, under tower, right under tower. So we were gonna go in, but he's already backed out. But it's okay, there's an ADC here, and both of them are quite low. I didn't do enough damage to kill both of them because it's still early game. Flash early game damage isn't going to be enough to kill the enemy backline. But if you, our jungler Nacroth was able to finish off the 2 kills onto the tail and Chuckner. So that's very good. So when you play Flash, that's something you can do as well. Don't overchase for kills, because once you use your skills, especially if you want to get back to your original position using your first skill, second half, you have to time it very well. So that means you can't really overstay. Over here you can see me not chasing because Crash used ult there, but I don't have anything else to go in, so I might just back off and wait for my cooldown. And over here our team made a first mistake of going 1v1 pretty much. And Nacroth got caught again. Over here I want to go in and help that Wisp, but I couldn't really go in because I just didn't find a right moment to go in. Over here I just wanted to do some damage and wanted to make an outplay over here, but that was a mistake. Seems like I could have just we really shouldn't fight over there, like by going in one by one, and now we got caught. But fortunately there's only one dragon for them to take, so by this point we took the first dragon, they take the second dragon, so it's pretty much going to be even. But it seems like they dragged it out, so they were not even taking the dragon, which means they didn't really gain that much gold ahead of us. So we're just going to go back to mid. So when you play against Tulin, it's really hard for you to clear the wave if Tulin knows what he's doing. Tulin has the best wave clear, like I said in my videos before. But so the only thing you can do, if he tries to contest the wave, you can play it smart by using your second skill onto him and the wave at the same time, and use your first skill to poke him out as well. Just remember to hit both parts of your first skill so that you have the magic bonus damage. Over here you can see him just trying to go in, and whenever you try to jump on him, you pretty much want to wait for him to use his second skill just before you jump onto him, because that's when he is the most squishy, and that's when you can have a higher chance of doing more damage, have a higher chance of killing him, because he will be out of dash. And over here you can see Tulin got a kill with his ultimate very nicely onto our jungler, and he has double buff right now, and he used his first skill on me, but that missed because I used my ult. But Zuka did some pretty nice damage, so we're just going to pop our sprint right here and chase him in the tower because he has a double buff. You don't want to miss that double buff for sure. With the shield provided by my passive, I was able to survive that tower auto attack, so it was okay. We died like 2 minutes before. Right now we have double buff, we get 3 kills with that team fight at top, so we're pretty much very ahead right now. We have the blue buff, we have 20% cooldown reduction right now, and Hell already flickered, so that's something you can keep in mind. She will not have the flicker for 2 minutes, which is how long the cooldown for flicker is. So next time you see her, you can just jump on her. This is very useful when you can remember the enemy backline's flicker time, so that it helps you a lot when you know that whether they can escape from your ultimate when you play Flash, or something similar to that. So you can see Tulin just didn't care about anything else, just try to kill our crashed. So that was a pretty easy kill onto Tulin. He overchased for kills. So after that, you can see our jungler trying to take, but I know their tail doesn't have flicker, so I know she will be able to help them defending the blue. So she will be stuck in that little corner for me to kill. So that's why I went back in the bush, find a really good angle to jump on her, and got a kill. And she can't really do anything about it because she doesn't have flicker. That's why sometimes sprint is better than flicker, because you can use it more often. That means you can escape more often from dangerous situation. So this game sprint isn't really bad for Tel, because even if she flicker, we have a Nacross who have 3 dashes with his kit. He can still jump onto Tel after that. So sometimes when you play marksman, really think about it. Right now, sprint is really underrated because not a lot of people using it. Not a lot of people know the value of sprint. So that's something you guys can look into later on and try to figure out whether that's something that's worth for you to take. And that Wukong was poked out pretty low by me. So now, but we have to find the right moment to go in because we have no ult. Right now, we can only go in. It's the most safe for us to go in when we have the ultimate. But when we don't have the ult, my recommendation is you try to play safe, try to look for the low HP one, try to look for people who's trying to run away from the team fight and try to get a kill on them instead of going in on their backline, because that way you just have a higher chance of being killed because you don't have your ultimate. But right now, since we backed to our base, we have our ultimate back, and this is the time when Pal should have her flicker back up again. It has already been 2 minutes since she flickered last time. So next time we see her, we're going to try to kill her for sure. And over here we see both of the enemy team is trying to pressure top, and Tel just happened to be here. But you can see her flickered away again. But you can see that flicker didn't really do anything for her. Like I said earlier, because we have a Nacross who has 3 dashes, you can't just run away from Nacross with a flicker. It's never going to work unless you try to flicker under tower. But she was in a very bad position in their jungle, so our assassins could jump onto her very easy. And even though over here you can see just that Nacross getting kills left and right, he will not be doing more damage than me as a mage in the end game result, because it's all about doing your job correctly. As a mage, you want to use your skills, do your damage, come out to safety, and wait for your cooldowns and go in again. Just try to rinse and repeat. But as Nacross, you can just go in and get kills as you wish, because you're just so mobile. So it's about doing your job right. And over here you can just see me playing too greedy. I was trying to clear that wave under tower. You can see Wukong jumping onto me. He kept my shadow, the S1 position, so he was able to kill me. So that's something you should never do, is just to play too greedy, because end of the day you're still a mage, a squishy target for the enemy team to pick on. So you just want to play, especially on Flash. I think Flash is a perfect example to demonstrate that you go in, do the damage, come out to safety, wait for cooldown, go in again, and then just do that as a cycle of how you want to do to maximize your damage in a team fight. Yeah, so that's pretty much how you want to play Flash. Other mage, you can use Flash as a reference of how you want to play. You know, like mage like Lydiana, I think it applies to her pretty much the same thing. So going back to the game, we know that Tal already used Flicker, so her Flicker will be back before 12 minutes mark, I think. But right now there's nothing we can do, so we're just going to take their small caps. Because we have Apocalypse, we can do the same amount of damage with our passive at this time, with our auto attack, so it will hurt a lot at this time. So just jumped onto their enemy jungler, and he had his passive up. Tal is still trying to overstay over here, so we just got a kill onto her with her passive one punch, and she's dead. So that was a pretty easy pick. So if you want to know how, and their Tal is just overstaying over here, so we just pop her passive onto her, and she's one punch, she's dead. So that was a pretty easy pick. So if you want to know how to play marksman better, you have to count for enemy's assassin's cooldown. Like you want to wait for the enemy assassin use all their stuff onto your team, onto your tank, so that your tank can soak the damage before you show yourself up and go in after that. And you can see me just dashing over a short distance before killing that Tulin. That was a pretty good play, I think. Your passive will pretty much dash for a short distance before your auto attack goes off. So that is something you guys can look into later on if you want to just play Flash perfect. And you can just see me doing the same amount of damage to their Tal, and our Wisp was able to finish off the kill. And this is pretty much it for the whole game. This is how you want to play Flash, by playing him, how you want to get better on Flash. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video, and please leave a like and subscribe to my channel to keep in touch, and I will see you next time.